Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, on the hottest day of the year, or the hottest day for a long time here in the UK, I'm in the coolest place, in the house, in the study, recording for you another episode of From the Bottom to the Top. Form is good, we're hot, I'm hot. Enjoy the episode. Hello and welcome to episode 31 of From the Bottom to the Top. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have Games against Fylde at home in the FA Trophy 4th round, which is where the board wanted us to get to, and an away game against Bromley in the Vanarama National League. And since you were last with us, 2-1 loss to Carlisle, our first loss in the National League, after Luke Williams scored after 2 minutes. But since then, we've got ourselves back on track. A 3-1 win against Dagenham Redbridge, a 2-0 win against Yeovil, a 2-0 win against Dulwich Hamlet, and a 5-1 win against Kingstonian. Albeit Kingstonian were on the bottom of the table, still are on the bottom of the table. You will notice that Will Russ has started to find his goal-scoring prowess again. Have a theory. And I know it's one that Lelujo has mentioned in his series. I don't know. I think it's just, it could well be an FM thing. But also, I suppose if you're talking about realism, then this could also affect as well. But yeah, he scored in the game against Dulwich Hamlet, and he scored a hat-trick in the game against Kingstonian, one of many this season. We'll have a total up how many hat-tricks he has scored. He's on 23 goals for the season now, and he's joint top scorer in the National League alongside Tashminga from Colchester. My theory is that, as you will see, it's sort of Saturday, Tuesday. Saturday was 2 Saturdays there. Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday, Monday, Saturday. So as we come into January, from a time when it's pretty much been, wasn't here, I suppose, but then we were going well there. And then, as you see, we start to have Saturday, Tuesday, maybe a few Saturdays. So it's not been too bad. You notice when we get a couple of games on the trot and we have to change players not 100% fit, being part-time, it does have an effect. So we're going well until then. Then we've got quick few games on the trot. We struggle. Then we're okay because we've got a Saturday, we've got a time to have a rest and all the rest of it. Then we got a Saturday, Tuesday again, albeit it's the other way around on that. I don't know. It just feels like there's something in that. Tuesday, see, Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday, we lost. To it, albeit to Ipswich Town, and then we have a few wins. We got a Saturday, Tuesday again, tired, and we lose. And then we seem to have had a Saturday. We had a Monday, Saturday and a Monday very quick together, and then a Saturday. We're going on to Saturdays at the minute. I don't know. Maybe there's something in it. Maybe there's not. I didn't want to do that. What I wanted to do was that. And I wanted to have a look at the table, because all that means is with Notts County and Newport, I wouldn't say struggling, but they've obviously dropped a few points, because we were in third. I think at the end of the last episode, we are now top of the table, 70 points, played 29, won 21, drawn 7, lost 1. That game against Carlisle, it will come back and haunt me. We've scored 72. We've scored 72 goals, and we've probably got one of the best defences, actually, 24 goals against. That's a goal difference of 48, which is massive. It's exceedingly good. On the basis that, as it currently stands, Newport County have a game in hand over us. So if they were to win that game in hand, we'll put them on 70 points, equal to us. But they've got to have a 10-goal turnaround in order to get us on goal difference. So even if they win that match, they'll be on 70 points. The best they can do is second place. And I think, my memory serves me right, probably next episode-ish, we will have Newport County, and then we've got Notts County down here in the run-in towards the end of the season. And as it currently stands, we will feature both those games somehow or other. because they are very key to our season. I think that is pretty much the roundup for now. There is one other thing I have to tell you in news is watch out for news of a new series. It's a spin-off series from the bottom, this year's bottom to the top. As you know, this year's bottom to the top, the premise is we don't, it's not a journeyman. We don't go from one club to another, unlike To Be a Legend. It is literally, we stick with the same club. If job bids come in, which they will, and they have started to, we've had a few, we just bin them off straight away. We don't, unless we get sacked, and that's probably the end of the series then anyway. But that's the premise. It's not a journeyman series. We stick with the series. But what has happened is a team come in with a job offer, and let's put it like this: it's somebody that I really, in game, would always want to manage. And because I could pick them from the start and have a series with them from the start, and I might do sometime, but the fact that they've come in, they've offered me a job, then it feels like a spin-off series. So what we're going to do is we are going to pick up a To Be a Legend series, and it will start as a spin-off from this series. And I'm just trying to think now where we are. It will probably have come out on, I'm scheduling, and I'm recording well ahead at the minute. It probably will have come out, already be on the playlist. It will have come out on Saturday. You will get, if you've subscribed and Twitter and all the rest of it, you will get notification of this coming out. If you haven't, then go back and have a look. Should be in the playlist. You'll see it as a new series in the playlist. I'll put a link down below as well, just in case you've missed it. Right, without any more to do, let's get on with the episode. And the first game of the episode, it's a FA Trophy 4th round against Fylde, who we've had a mediocre time. We've obviously not played them this season because they are down in the National League North. Last time we played them was back in March. March last year, which was the last time we played them in the National League North. Beat them 3-0. I think on that occasion it was a hat-trick from Will Russ. Talking about hat-tricks from Will Russ. Prior to that, we'd had a bit of a rum-do with them. So last time prior to that we beat them was in the 4th qualifying round of the FA Cup. So our history with them is somewhat mixed. Let's see if our team, as it is now, and our higher echelons of being in the National League and then being in the Vanarama National League North, makes any difference at all. And this is the team that will face Fylde. It's Smith in goal, Robinson, Nelson, Fernandez and Lembixa in defence, Harlock and Brunt in front of them. Bride, Barrett and Nolan are attacking midfield, with Russ up front. Godsmart, Ford, Hales, Doherty, Shepherd, Hughes and Holmes are all on the bench for this one. A relatively fit team. Hughes is probably not 100%. Could play, doesn't say how long, but he could play a short while. And the other person that's not 100% is Josh Barrett. But he'll be all right. And yeah, that's the team that will face Fylde. And first half underway. We have a free kick. Josh Barrett swings it in deep. Nobody there. Fernandez picks up the ball. Lembixa, Harlock. It's gone all the way back to Nelson. Nice build up here. Robinson on the overlap. He's got loads of assists this season. McBride in unison with him. Nelson, and Josh Barrett gets his 6th of the season. Scored a few from the penalty spot as well, I think. And after 3 minutes, we are a goal to the good. Bride. Nolan heading that down to Barrett, and Barrett then hitting it on the volley. First shot of the game, and on target, which was great. They have a free kick, and he's come back off the crossbar. Nelson heads it clear, McBride will get out to it, but obviously didn't get a clean breakaway. Throw in on that far side. Josh Barrett making a nuisance of himself. Not enough, and Fernandes will tidy it up. Try to loop that over the top. We'll have to be careful of that later in the game as we get tired and trying to break through the lines here. And McBride cuts that out, and he was tackled back. It's gone out wide, and Shaw has got it. Robinson crossed in, and Westendorf gets the equaliser after 21 minutes. They're looking very dangerous. Shaw wriggles free of Robinson, and Robinson didn't stay tight to him. And Fernandes, I'm not sure Fernandes missed his head, but Westendorf, when it was on his head, was quite happy to put it away. Josh Barrett with the corner now. Long and deep. And it was Nelson that headed it over the top. McBride now. Inside to Russ. Back to McBride. Out. Robinson will pick this up. He's going to get to the byline. Cross it deep for Nolan. Heads it down for Russ, who fires it straight at the goalkeeper. Fernandes brings it down. Brunt. Fernandes. Brunt. To Barrett. Nolan getting tangled up with Lebixa. Not sure why. Lebixa. Forward for Nelson. He's waiting for support. Nothing there. So he has a go himself and misses the target. Round the back of his defender. Nothing on in the centre there. Fernandes heads it down to Barrett. Brunt. Half an hour gone. Lembixa. Brunt. A bit of highlight. Looking for Russ, who heads it down to McBride. Harlock. Back to McBride. Robinson now on the overlap. He will try and get a cross in. He does. Deep for Nolan. Heads it down to Russ. Russ has got it this time. And second assist of the game for Nolan. Seems to be a bit of a thing going on there. Long and deep. Robinson tried it earlier. Didn't quite come off. Russ straight at the goalkeeper. But this time it did. Russ had created enough space to squeeze it between the goalkeeper and the near post. And 2-1. Newport County are beating Boreham Wood. Nelson cuts that one out. Harlock. Back to Nelson. All the way back to Smith. And we will build again. This time through Harlock. Nelson. Out to Robinson. They'll be wary of him. Trying to let him get to that byline again. Harlock. Barrett. Russ. Who turns. He's on for another hat-trick. 25th goal of the season now for Will Russ. And we go a comfortable 3-1. And Russ can hit them from there, and he did. A lovely curled shot into the top corner. And half-time comes. I will say a comfortable. It didn't look comfortable at 1-1, but it is comfortable now. 13 shots, 6 on target, 1.5 on the XG. I think we're okay, and possibly got 1 foot in the next round of the FA Trophy. Let's go away and have a chat with the boys. We'll be back directly. And we're up and running in the second half. No changes I'm aware of at half time. Everybody's happy as we go into this one. much going on in the second half. As you see, we haven't increased that very much. Lembiksa to Brunt. Nolan. Brunt. Lembiksa. Lembiksa on a bit of a run. We haven't seen him do too much of this today. Lembiksa's... Oh, thought he'd lost the ball. Nearly did. Nolan swings it in though. McBride. His second goal of the season. And a goodbye. 4-1. And it's 75 minutes. So time for changes. We'll just watch this and we'll do those changes. Nolan, McBride in space. Just managed to get his head up and above it. I can't do it while we're in replay mode. There we go. What else we need to do is we also could do with having a look at the table. Oh no, the table won't make a difference, will it? I just realised we are not in the National League competition, which is why we've got this and not the league table showing up. Right, changes then. Josh Barrett, he was a bit unfit to start off with. He's had a good game though, alongside Will Russ. We'll bring Ronan Hughes on. Nolan having a good game as well. In fact, he's having a storming game. I don't really want to take him off as he's playing. So I'm only going to make that one change. It's just the one change we need to make. Seems motivated. And back up and running. Lembiksa, a good tackle. Put that out. Hughes with a long throw, looking for, I'm not sure who he was looking for. Whoever that is there. Robinson. Right. Jack Nolan wants to come off now. This ball comes forward. We're waiting until this highlight dies down. Westendorf. Nick Nukamara crosses it in, but Fernandez and Brunt playing in the deep lying playmaker, but defensive position. He obviously drops back when there's an attack going on. Seems to have worked of late, but they've scored. Boyle is in. Dylan Boyle, 4-2. I think it's probably a little bit too little too late, but they have scored 2 goals against us, which we've not been leaking that many goals. We've been good defensively, as I say, probably because that deep lying playmaker, but Fylde have managed to exploit it on a couple of occasions, which is a bit of a worry. Right, let's go to balanced. Let's have a tweak. Nolan, as I said, is wanting to come off. Hales Doherty is going to come on for him. Right. Brunt isn't a defensive midfielder. Harlock is. Hughes is. Hughes can drop back into that defensive midfield slot. We'll leave everything else as is around him. Anybody else that's tired that could do with a rest? Lembiksa possibly. Do we bring Godsmart forward on? He's not bad though, is he? I think we'll leave it at that. Not changing for changing sake. And another highlight, which is always a bit of a worry. Of course, if they get another one back, we could be in trouble. Thinking 4-1 up. We're more than comfortable. Boyle's in again. He's at the post this time. Lembiksa back to Smith. And we're on the break. McBride. Can he get forward? He can. Harlock. Back to McBride. McBride. Harlock. And goes all the way back. Nothing happening of that. And it's all over. 4-2. We are into the next round. As you say, 13 shots we had in the first half. We've only had 3 shots in the second half. They've had a lot more, so definitely came back into the game in this second half. But luckily, we'd done enough damage before half-time, and then Conor McBride finishing it off after 76 minutes. See, despite them scoring another goal, we'd put pay to them basically. Right, moving on then. Let's have a look. I think the draw's coming up. If it is, we'll have it before we have the Bromley game. And here we are for the Builder Base FA Trophy 5th round. So he has 5th round, quarterfinal, semi-final, 2 legs, and then the final. So we are getting down to the nitty-gritty. 8 games here, I should think, if my memory serves me right. Yes, it will be 8 down to 4, down to 2. So this is where we're at. Who's still in and who's out? We have Barrow, Chesterfield or York City, Dagenham, Redbridge, Ebbsfleet, Gainsborough, Trinity. There's quite a few Vanarama National League teams still in, including Notts County I see on that side. I think Newport County is still there as well. So a lot of big teams still in it. Teams that, well, if we're going to have to get out of the Vanarama National League, are the teams that are going to have to beat. Let's get underway then. Chorley will play Dagenham and Redbridge. Gainsborough Trinity will play Halifax Town. Gainsborough Trinity, the one of the only sides left in it that not in the Vanarama National League. Here we go. We're out next. And we're playing Barrow, also from the Vanarama National League. Torquay United will play Newport County. Ebbsfleet will play Spennymoor or Notts County. Chesterfield or York City will play Haringey or Carshalton. Haringey, one of the other sides from below the Vanarama National League. Yeovil Town will play Eastleigh or Southport. Billericay Town will play Woking or Carlisle. So that is the full draw for the Builder Base FA Trophy. We have drawn, as it turns out, Barrow in the next round. Do we want extra time? Nope. The Farsley Weymouth match is rearranged. It's about a month's time that it comes up. In fact, it's not actually shown on here yet. It's going to come in about here. So that's where our next episode will be. So we'll be playing Ebbsfleet, Weymouth and Eastleigh offline, then coming back for this one. I'm going to notice I think the Weymouth match has been moved up actually, because it was Saturday. So Weymouth game has been moved up, going in that direction, and we've got a big game. So it will probably be that one against whoever we're playing. I've completely forgotten who we're playing. And then Chesterfield, because Chesterfield got Tashminga in there. So we will be looking to that. It's Barrow, isn't it? Yes, Barrow, who we are playing. 3-0 win. And we only played them once. We've got to play them again at the end of the season. We have got to play them again at the end of the season. We are at home for that game, though. Right, without any more to do, second game of the episode. It is a Vanarama National League game against Bromley, and this is the team. And the team looks like this for this game. Smith in goal, Robinson, Nelson, Fernandez and Limbixa in defence. Brunt and Harlock are in midfield, swapped over. Brunt as the ball-winning midfielder, Harlock as the deep line playmaker. McBride, Barrett and Nolan, as Barrett did so well last time, he's retained that attacking midfield central position. Russ as the forward. I did have him on support last time, I presume. Do I leave him on support? Let's leave him on support, see what he does. Yes, as Russ as the pressing forward up front, which he seems to be mastering quite well. Godsmart forward, Hales, Doherty, Shepherd, Hughes and Holmes are all on the bench. And Bromley are in 9th position in the table. Aldershot off to an early start against Stockport County, I notice. 3/4 of an hour into this game here. Not a lot happening. Very quiet. Bromley having probably the better of this first half. So far, 4 shots, 2 on target. We've had 1 shot, 1 on target. Nothing doing. Right. Harlock and Lembeek. So in fact, we've picked up 4 yellow cards. What is going on? Let's encourage them. Bride is not happy over that far side there. In danger of getting somebody sent off if we're not careful. Half time comes and it was a very uneventful first half. No highlights at all. We've had 2 shots, 2 on target. Virtually no XG. 62% of the possession. They've had 6 shots, 2 of which have been on target. 0.24. Let's hope we get a highlight in the second half, and it's a positive one at that. Nothing changed at half time. Just try to G them up a little bit, give them a bit of support. We've dropped back down into second because we are drawing. Notts County taken up that lead at the top. Dixon Bonner, and they've scored. So not only we are in trouble now, we've got to really dig ourselves out of this hole. Otherwise, we could be losing for the second time in a row. Sabler was the culprit for that one. What's going on here? Never trigger a press. Right, there is only one thing to do. We can't do it at the moment. Right, let's do it now. Let's go attacking because we have to. But Bride is not playing well out there at all, is he? I'm thinking we might make an early change. Well, it's not that early. We're going to bring Jacob Shepherd on and put him on as a winger. Will Russ as the target forward. Need to get forward a bit more. Trying to see what we can do to tweak this a little bit. Not a lot, I don't think. Right, let's carry on with what we've got. Brought Shepherd on. Just see, we've gone attacking. See if we can make some inroads here. Tiredness coming in, and they have another free kick, and oh, they've scored again. We're going to lose this. 2-0 is the current scoreline. Kavanagh, the scorer from this one, and Bromley have got us. We seem to... Why have we gone completely off? There is absolutely no reason for it. Right, let's berate the team. Usually sparks them into life. Barrett not playing well in that slot today, nor is Brunt come to that. Do we make... We are 75 minutes in. Ronan Hughes is going to come on for Barrett. And Brunt. Really have anybody to come in for him. What we could do is if we bring Hughes on for Brunt in that slot there, which we know he can play. And I'm wondering whether Nolan needs to come off as well. Just going to do that for the minute. think we've lost this game. That's what it feels like. Just feels as if we're not making any inroads here at all. And no, we're not doing anything. Not doing a thing. Go very attacking. I don't think I've got a lot left in the tank. Russ is... the guy's just having a complete off day by the looks of it. It's going to end up 2-0. And for the second time this season, we've lost, and we've lost the top spot as well. 9 shots, 4 on target. We never really got into this. The only thing we had in our favour was the possession. They had 12 shots, 6 on target, and they've beaten us at our own game. This is what the table looks like. Well, that's not promotion form. Both our compadres, Notts County and Newport County, the two counties are giving us grief because Newport County still have that game in hand, and they are now equal on points with us at 70 points. We're 2 points adrift of Notts County, but Newport County could take the lead. We'll end up down in third if they do in that game in hand. So... well, that wasn't what I expected of our match against Bromley. I really did expect us to take that one out and win it. Bromley, when we played them early in the season, we beat them 2-0. Mind you, that was at home. But yeah, that is our second loss of the season, and not at a time I expected it. Well, what can you say? Right, we're going to play Ebbsfleet, Weymouth and Eastleigh offline. Hopefully can pick up our form somehow or other, work out what went wrong there, and come back for Barrow and Chesterfield in the next episode. And it'll be a quick hop then down to Newport County, because obviously it's a game that we want to see played. In fact, take it back. What we are going to do is we'll do Eastleigh and Barrow, then we'll play 2 games. Or do we want to see Chesterfield as well? No, stick with my original plan. Barrow and Chesterfield. Play Scunthorpe offline. And we'll come back for Newport and Aldershot in the next episode, because they're all up near the top. And then we'll work our way down towards Notts County and Woking, or Halifax and Notts County, I think is what we'll probably do. So Aldershot. Then we'll play 4 games, come back for Halifax and Notts County, and we'll be at the business end of the season, subject to FA Trophy games going on. Right, hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you have, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe and hit the notification button. Keeps you up to date with all future episodes of this and new series as they are released. New episodes from the bottom of the top are currently released every Monday and Thursday currently at 4:15 p.m. And as I said, new series. We have a new series coming out. It should have started coming out on Saturday. If you haven't seen it yet, go and look on the playlist. And if you want to keep up to date with all these things that are happening on this channel, you need to follow me on Twitter at JustOffsideFM. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you on the next episode, episode 32. It's out on Thursday. And as I'm recording this, as I said at the start, in the heat wave, hopefully it'll be a bit cooler as well. Till then, goodbye.